pyramid schemes. Hearing those words put together might have you start to think about people like Bernie Madoff or even things like Amway. Well, what if I told you that corporate America might just be the biggest pyramid scheme of them all? Now, in today's video, we're going to dive deep down the rabbit hole in kind of a conspiratorial way. But like most of my other videos, capitalism seems to be the enemy to a lot of these folks. If you personally feel like you relate to anything in this video by chance, you just simply like content like this, then don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, opinions below, and subscribe to see my daily uploads around 12 p.m. Central Time every single day. And a huge exclusive shout out to the people who support me over on Patreon. If you want to see what's popping on Patreon, check out the link in the description. Now let's get into it.
What is capitalism? Capitalism is a pyramid scheme. You've doubtlessly heard of pyramid schemes before. Pyramid schemes are illegal, a type of fraud where new investors are brought in and the money they bring is paid to investors higher up in the pyramid.
The stock market? Is that what he's trying to say?
Bernie Madoff is one of the most famous examples. He made off with billions. Multi-level marketing schemes are a legal version of the same idea. In a multi-level marketing scheme, the people down at the bottom of the pyramid do all the work, while the lucky few at the top of the organization collect the lion's share of the money for themselves. The rich DeVos family, who run Amway, are just one example. Well, that's essentially how capitalism works. Some people get confused. They think capitalism is commerce, the use of money to exchange goods. They believe that handing someone a few coins instead of bartering is capitalism. It's not. They had coins way before capitalism existed. Have you ever seen a Roman coin? Emperor on the front? Ancient Rome didn't have capitalism.
Well, that's good to know. And now we've got a little bit of a brief lesson on what pyramid schemes are and how capitalism might be the biggest one yet. And I don't think there's anything more American than questioning your government, but I'm an American, so I'm in the same boat. Now, kind of a play on words there. But I definitely am interested to hear some of these different perspectives on how people really feel this way. And with more and more people struggling, and it seems like the rich keep getting richer while the poor keep getting poorer, the whole pyramid scheme thing, it ain't really working. There's not too many people to get indoctrinated into this system, and the more people that keep getting born here want out of it.
Pyramid scheme because only the people at the top make money. That's not true. You're thinking of the corporate world, where the manager makes more than the supervisor, that makes more than the secretary, that makes more than the janitor. See, this is pay for performance. I out-earned the person that recruited me. How's that possible?
That is the thing. It seems like a lot of people at the lower branches of employment seem to work much harder than the people at the top. Now, it's different work. I know people at the top, they have a lot higher level of stress type of things going on with their job categories, but it's very interesting. So it's almost as if the corporate ladder is not a ladder. It's a pyramid.
You know, this might be a hot take, but I'm tired of everyone being like, oh, just go to therapy. But what do you do when the reason why you're depressed is because 99% of the population owns the majority of the wealth, and you're basically being left out to die by end-stage capitalism? And there's people out there that have billions and billions and billions of dollars, and you literally have $5 across, like, your 4 checking accounts. And you literally make like less than $2,000 a month.
How relatable is this? Please let me know in the comments. But seriously though, this woman here, very brave to be sharing her story online like this. She's not trying to relay the message of tax the rich or even necessarily end capitalism. I mean, obviously she doesn't seem to like it all too much. She's at the brunt force of the end of it. But as far as she likes to say, but it's just like she's facing the same things that a lot of average Americans, a lot of people around the world are facing, where it's like, you're not making enough of the jobs that you're actually accessible to, and it's just kind of rough.
And you can't get a better job because you couldn't afford to go to college, and you can't ever seem to get the high-paying jobs because those are all already taken by people that have like already fucking gotten them. And so you just keep getting more and more and more and more poor and more depressed because everything keeps getting more expensive every year, but your wage essentially stays the same. And so like, what are you supposed to do then? Because what is a therapist supposed to do about that?
I did experience this for when I was living by myself. I literally, from 2020, the place I moved into, I was paying more in 2023 and making less if you do the math on paper. I did it constantly every day because I'm a overthinker, and the math ain't mathing.
The only thing that can be done to help me right now is to give me fucking money, like literally. And there are so few services out there that will just give you actual cash. Like, sure, I have EBT, but it's $300 a month. You know how fast $300 goes at the grocery?
Sad to say, I feel like $300 a month is actually kind of a high limit that they give to people, so that's actually kind of decent. I remember when I was a kid, They told my mom they could give us about $16. My dad was in the hospital, and he was the sole provider. So it's a rough go out here. Even if you have kids, they might not be as nice. And depending on how many people in your area are on it, it's kind of like it like divides the pool up a little bit smaller into each home. But at the same time, it's insane to think that most people's problems are caused by money. Most people's stress, most people's whole even mental problems these days is all caused due to the lack of money in their life.
Store in Washington State, couple days if you're actually eating meat and stuff. And I'm not vegan. I can't be vegan because I feel like I'm starving when I'm vegan. And so I'm just like literally at the point where I'm like, who's supposed to help me if no one's gonna just give me capital?
You're supposed to help yourself by working 100 hours a week. Every video, the hours get longer and longer. I feel like 3 days ago I said 60 hours. Yesterday I said 80 hours. Now it's up to 100 hours, guys. We're working more and more each day. But seriously though, she's making very many good points here that I think is a very common relatability topic for many people out there. Feel free to let me know down below in the comments if you are experiencing the high increased cost of living, not really with the job market keeping up, and the lack of options when it seems to be there's more jobs open than ever. It seems to be there's apparently the economy is skyrocketing if you ask people with money, but the majority of people without money don't seem to see it that way. That's the thing, man. America's the land of the free if you have the money to pay for it. Otherwise, you're probably going to be struggling here just like most other places. 25, I'm worried about how I'm going to be when I get there. I'm honestly facing the same kind of struggles right now myself. But it's almost bizarre to think that many people are only one thing away from having everything just crumble up upon them. Whether that's some sort of accident, some sort of medical issue, or any sort of financial strain, there's no extra money to cover. The savings are in the deficit, and the debt is slowly increasing by percentages and percentages by the days, weeks, and months, and years. And now as we are just kind of rolling into 2025, it seems like our silent recession, the video I made about earlier today, is starting to get a lot less silent and much, much louder. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, opinions about all of this down below in the comments, as well as you guys would like to see, you guys who do enjoy my content would prefer shorter videos around 10 to 15 minutes and have a few videos per day, or if you would enjoy to have a, let's say, 20 to 30 minute long video once per day. But I do plan to continue doing the daily uploads, and I more than appreciate all you guys' love and support around here. You guys have been constantly asking me to dig farther deep down into the more conspiratorial type of measures, be more conspiracy related around here. I usually touch on topics, discussions that I think are important for the masses to talk to discuss, and have people come together and bring sort of community around these types of ideas. But yeah, feel free to let me know other videos or other topics you'd like me to make videos on. And again, a huge shout out to all the people who support me around here. It's more than I could ever ask for, and especially exclusively people on Patreon. It's a great way to help me continue to produce these videos, and it gives me a huge push so I can really provide focus on this channel alone. So I definitely want to keep pushing this. I think 2025 will be big for this channel, and I 1000% am super appreciative for the 4,000 subscribers we hit today. I can't believe I just hit 4,000 subscribers after my first month on being on this channel, and I'm super happy about that. So I plan to continue this, and I appreciate y'all. I will say again and again and again. So I will see you in the next one.